Is everyone comfortable? Forrest, you've played this before, right? You know how to a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to our lesson. It will be co-taught by me and Ty, but let me introduce some stuff. So I'm a middle school teacher, as you guys know. Maybe you don't know. My name's Mr. Coomer. I work in San Diego, and I appreciate you all being here. We are gonna make a video for my middle schoolers to watch. They're actually gonna watch it, next Tuesday. Hopefully they'll learn the introduction to the scientific revolution. We're learning right now about the Renaissance, then the Reformation, and then next week, scientific revolution. So this will be their first time hearing about these people, possibly. I mean, typically, scientific revolution is really introduced in the 7th grade. So this #1 time. And a lot of the concepts, the scientific revolution has a ton of big vocabulary words. So you're going to be, our lesson today is going to cover like simple vocabulary to like complex vocabulary. But 7th graders at my state are expected to know like that full breadth, or at least be, familiar with them. Okay. So, do you guys have any questions so far? Please let me know at any time you have questions. You can raise your hand. Here, I do want to introduce you to our whiteboard, because our first activity is going to be a bit of a scavenger hunt. So, Mr. Ty, is that what people call you?
No. They call me Mr. Hammondtree, but Ty's fine.
Okay, Ty, Mr. Hammondtree, is
Yep.
and I have created some. Oh wait, no, it's a museum. Oh wait, okay. Hey, so our storyline today is there's a scientific revolution themed museum. You might have seen it across the street as we first entered, and all the exhibits were stolen last night. But luckily, the what's it called? The little placards that tell about what the exhibit is are still there. They're virtual. The museum curators, they're going to be all stationed around there, and they're going to tell you about the missing exhibits. And each exhibit is focused on one of the key words introducing our scientific revolution unit, okay? I believe there is 8 exhibits total. If you find a 9th one, we'll add it, but I think it's only 8. So what we're going to have you do to start with is you're going to go collect all 8 exhibits. Now you might be thinking, how do I collect them? I don't want you to bring me the holotars. I don't want that. What I want you to do is go there, find one of them, find one of the missing exhibits, listen to what the curator says, right? And then you come back here, you're going to grab your marker, we're going to give you each a color. Actually, you can pick it, but there's one of each color over here.
Purple.
Okay, purple's Tyeron, so you guys will have to fight over the remaining non-purple colors. But you'll come back here, and you're going to write, if you're the first person to find that word, like, I'll give you one of the ones. One of the words is heliocentrism. Okay, heliocentrism is a big word, and probably many of my students don't know it, and possibly you guys don't. I hope you know it, actually. But if you found heliocentrism, you would come back here and write it on the board as best as you can. It can be a little messy. That's okay. And if you are not the first person to find heliocentrism, but you learn it, let's say you go over there and you're like, oh, I see heliocentrism, I learn it. We don't need you to write it a second time on the board, because it's really long and the board's limited. So what you will do is you will just put a check mark next to it in your color. Okay? And what Mr. Ty, Hammondtree, and I are going to do is we're going to be there, facilitating that, but we're going to activate step 2 of this lesson once all 8 words are on the board, and each of them has, 2 check marks of the other color. Okay? You're allowed to go together if you want, or you may split up, and you can help each other. It's not a race. You don't have to be like, I'm going to hide this holotar. No one else will know about it. You're like, oh, there's one over there. Go check that one. And is there anything else we should add to that?
No, just try and go as quickly as you can. Come back with the vocabulary word.
I was thinking, Ty, how do you feel about before they can write the word on the board or checkmark it, they just have to give us a very brief explanation of what it is?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, we'll see how long that takes, but I think that confirms that you know a little bit what it means, not just you can spell it. Okay.
Right. All right, you guys ready?
Ready? Let's all put our hands in.
Everything should be all over in the blue base. You ready, Deborah? You gotta stand up. You gotta stand and not.
Okay.
The
wonders of the scientific revolution on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wonders of the scientific revolution! Break! Go! Learning party! Oh, they're in the blue base. We forgot to tell you guys. If you don't know where to go, the blue base is this way. We'll lead you.
They're in the blue base.
They're all around. Who knows where they are? What wonders of science? Oh, wait. I'll stay at the sign because I realize one of us needs to be there to hear what you've collected.
I'll film.
Okay. So you can take your camera and follow them around if you want. You left your camera here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can do it again.
You can just respawn it. You don't have to come back here.
Right. Yeah. Right. Where'd it go? Oh. Hey, Forrest. Is that thing not working? Yeah. 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 Oh, okay. Yep, you got it. Yeah, just go back to the main space and right orbit. You got it.
Oh, we have our first person back. Excellent. How are you, Forrest? And looks like you have chosen, don't take purple, don't take purple, light blue. That'll be your color. Very nice. So what word did you find?
Okay. I found the word orbit.
What does that mean?
Orbit is the movement of a celestial object around another object.
Very nice. Please write the word orbit on the board. If you need help with spelling, I'm here to assist. Hey, Falsil. What word did you find? What are you bringing us today?
I found geocentrism.
Geocentrism. Can you tell me what that is?
It's the theory that the Earth is the center of the universe.
Okay, very nice. Geocentrism, the theory that the Earth is the center of the universe. I hear we're going to hear actually an updated idea of the universe today.
There's one up here. Hey, Deborah. There's one up there.
So Fossil has taken black.
Okay.
So that's good. We have light blue, black, and purple.
Did you get the word for it so you can take it back to the classroom? Is that the one that was up there?
Let me know if you need help spelling it.
Okay, we'll head back to the screen and go
you got
down.
it. Nice.
I think that's spelled right.
That's perfect. Excellent. Go catch some more words. We'll only make the first person who brings the word explain it, I think.
Okay. Well, I found 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Come on back. Yeah.
You might see if Deborah's got one of those.
Oh yeah, let's hear from Deborah first. Or from Caterpillar.
You might have to stand up, Deborah.
There's no purple.
No. We saved you the purple. No, wait.
Here.
You're holding
Look,
it.
Purple.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There it is.
You're seriously a high school student?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Really
Okay,
short.
Deborah, turn around. Tell me about what word you found.
Heliocentrism.
Ooh, heliocentrism. That kind of sounds like geocentrism. They only have like their what's the start of a word called? Their prefix. They only have a different prefix. That's right. So,
right.
Can you tell us what is heliocentrism?
We could go find some more. We could go find some more words, and I could follow you like a documentary film crew.
The sun is the center of the universe. So, very nice.
Okay, whoa,
and that
he's fast.
is do you know what kind of what did people believe before heliocentrism? Did the holotar say?
It did not say.
Oh, well, then I'll just tell you. They used to think geocentrism, which was that the Earth was the center of the universe.
Earth is, yeah, I'm gonna say because it sounds like round, and I was thinking it would just be the opposite.
Nice. Okay, so right up heliocentrism. Helio meaning sun, and showing so it's H-E-L.
There's one down there.
Oh god.
I-O.
No, already got that one.
C-E-N.
You get that one on top of the container?
R-I-S-M. It's fine. Yeah, like I said, it can be messy. We're
I
not.
know where there's one more. It's on that spot that's in the
I
middle.
did the
between
best
two
I
bases.
could.
Nice. Thanks for bringing us
it's
that
a
word.
ladder.
This museum will be so happy that we're at least able to identify their missing artifacts.
Oh, there's one.
Who knows what step 2
Yay.
of this adventure will be? Hey, Forrest, welcome back. Did you get a new word other than orbit, geocentrism, and heliocentrism?
I did.
Nice. What'd you find?
I got the word. If I can spell it.
What you think, Zach?
Scientific.
I think fossil.
Wow, you can write really
Oh,
fast in VR for compared to many people. The scientific method. Excellent. Can
Okay.
you tell me a little bit about it?
It is the process of discovering the truth of things, and it has 6 steps, which I forgot all the 6 steps.
That's okay. I'm gonna do a tour myself later where we go to each holotar. So the kids and we've already practiced that in science class. But so the scientific method must have been developed during the scientific revolution. That must be why it's in a history lesson. Snuck in here.
Seems to make sense. Nice.
Excellent. So it looks like we're missing 4 words. We're halfway done, everyone.
4 words.
We're making great time.
Okay, 4 words. Excellent.
Got that? No?
We might need a second whiteboard. Our kids will have to start writing smaller. Right now it's like a word cloud where certain words are much larger. Fossil, you're back. Excellent. What do you got for us?
Yes.
Did you find any of the
Found more
artifacts?
words. I mean, there's one guy walking around with the bow.
Oh yeah, that you know maybe relates to our lesson, or maybe a teacher who got here early was just bored and spawned a bow to pass the time.
It's a ugly
Good, you
color.
found geocentrism. Excellent. We'll see you in a bit.
Yay!
What is it? Empirical evidence.
Empirical evidence. That seems like a big one. What is empirical evidence?
It's the study of.
You can always go check. The holotar's still there. That's okay to do. Yeah. That's why it's an
There
advantage.
goes.
Hey Forrest, did you find any other words?
I did.
Nice. What do we got?
I'll get rid of this bow. Throw that away. I found empiricism.
Ooh, empiricism. That is a big word. Can you tell us about it?
It is about, was it referencing the empirical evidence? Actually, I don't remember the exact specific.
Well, you too can go check if you're not sure of how to explain it. But, oh, okay, yeah. Unless-
I'll go back.
Okay.
Who's someone else's? Oh, he's good.
Okay.
Oh, here comes fossil.
Figured it out. Yes. So empiricism is the information received by the senses.
Mm-hmm.
Observation, experimentation, information gathering.
That sounds like a great definition of empiricism. It's like
Alright.
learning about the world, like a focus on learning about the world
Hey,
through our
Bubba.
senses and scientific experiments.
Yeah, I think in the future we might need another whiteboard.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to help you out spelling it because I don't want my students to learn the wrong spelling. So empiricism is E-M-P-I. So you actually just switch the E and the I, I think.
Wait.
Think of it like empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think mine was heresy.
Heresy,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, okay, he'll fix the spelling on that. Can you tell us about heresy? What's heresy?
Any idea that opposes the beliefs of the church?
Oh,
The Christian church.
that is heresy. Why do you think we're learning about that in the scientific revolution? That seems
Well,
surprising.
because I feel like from what I've learned, the church had a big influence on everything. Like, if you did this, you were punished because it was against the beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. We just learned about the Reformation, so heresy is actually kind of a big word of the Reformation, too.
Oh.
Nice. So, let's see. That is up to 6. We're missing 2 more words. What do we got, Forrest?
2 more?
Rationalism
Ooh, rationalism.
Oh, right on.
holds reason above all else, and that everything has innate. that everything has some innate reason to it.
Ooh.
Okay, good. Innate truths, reason,
the
logic.
camera.
So throw that up there.
Nope, can't touch
When
it.
I was a student, oh, I forgot the camera moved. The camera is my eyes right now, so I'm talking. I can just talk to you guys. When I was a student, I frequently confused empiricism and rationalism because they both feel very similar. Like rationalism is a commitment to like using logic, and like they both include questioning of other people's beliefs. They're both ways of thinking about knowledge, of that sort of, they're right in that branch of philosophy. But the biggest difference I'd say is empiricism is a focus on what you can experience with your senses and scientifically test, and rationalism is more like logic based. What can we logic out using certain innate truths or rules? So Deborah, it looks like, fell asleep mid heresy, so I'll finish her word for her.
Yeah, you doing okay, Deb?
Okay.
What's up?
I found the last one.
Yay!
You
What
found
is
the
the
last
final
one?
one? Oh, hey Deborah, welcome back.
It's telescope.
Telescope! Nice! Okay.
Oh.
Can you tell us what a telescope is?
It's a really big tube. You
That?
can use it to look at
Yeah.
stars and planets.
Excellent. Yeah, let's just throw that up there.
Or, all right.
So telescopes are developed. Oh wait. Telescopes are developed, like really advanced during the scientific revolution, and they let us learn a lot about astronomy during this time period. These days they're so common, so this doesn't seem like a big thing, but it was like a major innovation at the time period. We might just meet someone famous today who made his own telescopes. Spoiler alert. Okay, excellent work. Let's call back all the, or let's say you have 1 minute or 30 seconds. Let's say one more minute. If there's any words that you missed, is there any word that you didn't get to find, and then maybe I can lead you to it really quickly.
4, 5, 6.
But then we're gonna go
Oh,
into
I found
phase
them all.
2. You found them all. Excellent, Forrest.
I did
Oh,
not find telescope.
Oh, I
It
can
was,
show
like,
you.
right
yeah,
behind
telescope.
it.
I can give you directions.
It was right behind. It was right behind Heresy.
So telescope, you just go all the way to the very back, as far back to that warehouse. Yeah, wow, he is so much faster as a teleporter, I guess, than us poor screen mode walking people. Deborah, was there any of the words that you did not find and that we can explain to you right now, or perhaps we can lead you to the...
Okay,
Uh,
Oh yeah, I sent the eraser into the void.
That's
It'll
okay.
come back.
We'll just commit to our mistakes. Oh, good.
I did not get these two.
Okay.
Then
Well, how about I take you, or I'm gonna walk you to where they are, and I'll show you them.
Oh no.
And meanwhile,
Do you
we
want to delete
can...
them as you see them?
What?
Oh, Forrest left.
Yeah, it's okay. He helped with the first part. So Deborah, let me take you to the empiricism and rationalism holotars, and then we'll start phase 2.
Yep.
I believe they are... One of them is this one?
Empirical evidence.
Oh, that's empirical evidence. That's almost empiricism. Empiricism relies on empirical evidence, so they're very related.
Empiricism.
Okay, empiricism's up here, Deborah. See where I am? But wait, don't go there yet. Let me show you where the other one is, because then I need to go
Hey,
back
Zach,
to the other room.
there's a camera over there. Is that yours?
Mine? I'm on point of view camera.
Huh.
I
There's a
believe
video camera just hanging out up there.
this artifact is the
one.
lost
Forrest
artifact
is
of
back.
geocentrism.
Oh, wait. Hey, man.
We use this artifact. Oh my gosh, where is empiricism?
Forrest is back.
Did anyone find rationalism?
Rationalism is over here. Underneath that big pregame scoreboard.
Oh,
thing,
that's right.
that thing over
Oh, it's over here.
I'm waving.
Deborah.
This rationalism is over here.
Okay.
Empiricism is over there on the
Yes.
opposite side.
So that place I showed you, Deborah, is one of your missing words, and then the other one, I think you're at right now, right? That center area. Good.
You hiding?
Hey, while Deborah explores those two, I'm going to clean up some of the holotars to give us some more ink because the next part of today's lesson is going to require some art. Click, click, click. Isn't that exciting? Doesn't your heart just race when you hear that there's going to be an art part of the lesson?
Have we visited holotars, or you're deleting them? Okay, cool.
I can just read. Well, maybe me or you will just do an individual tour of it after, because we don't need all the students saying after that.
Sure.
Okay, over here. I hope some people are thinking about why Mr. Hammondtree and I chose this environment to teach you this lesson. But let's go into phase 2. So, Ty, do you want to explain to them phase 2?
Yes. All right, y'all. Let's go gather back in the red base in the classroom.
Whoa.
All right.
I think we're already here.
This is like teaching with superpowers.
We're missing Deborah. That's
well,
all.
she did have 2 words. Okay.
There she is. Okay, cool. So the next part we have, guys, we went around and we deleted some stuff so you guys had some ink to work with. What we want you to do is take one of these words, and we're going to take a little bit of time, use your maker pen, and create some 3D art that would be our game exhibit that would go along with the holotars that we were looking at. So if someone was to do orbit, what might be a good thing to use? What do you think? If we pull out our maker pen, open up the palette, what do you think?
We can't grab our makeup
Like a
pen.
planet.
Oh, yes. Give me 1 second to fix that, I guess.
Yep.
You can get like.
So yeah, what you might do is take a ribbon. You might draw a ribbon around, which is not awesome. Look at that orbit. That is one of the best. It's called a coat hanger orbit. It's great. It's huge. No, wait, sorry. It's huge. And you can manipulate it, but I'm gonna.
Okay, there we go. Everyone should be able to use their maker pen. So, yeah, that's right. I remember now. We are going to help the museum out now that we've seen and found all 8 of their missing exhibits. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 8 of them. We are now going to remake them. Like, we're going to, as a gift to the museum, you know, create like a simple exhibit. Well, simplified.
But one thing about this is we want everybody to guess which one you have.
Yeah, so don't tell us.
So we're going to point at it, and we need everybody else to turn that way. Because we're really good at this. Okay.
Yes,
you ready,
yes.
Zach? You ready, Zach?
Okay.
Don't
So
look, Deborah. You're breaking it.
everyone turn around if you're not Zach.
Okay. Zach, this is yours right here.
Okay, you're gonna make a model of that, okay?
Yeah.
You got it?
Okay,
We're gonna stop pointing at
Zach. Okay. Deborah.
it. Okay, face away.
Deborah, you ready? This is yours here.
No looking.
See?
Okay, good.
Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
And then Forrest. You ready? All right, yours is. I'm gonna give you a hard one.
Yes. Please make the exhibit
Got it?
representing that
All right, cool. All
concept.
right, go ahead, guys. We got 3 different ones we're gonna start building. I'm gonna build one too, just because.
Okay, good. Yes, I'll do one
Go
too.
ahead, move it along. Okay, so
You got that one? Okay.
I got that one.
I'll
Okay.
pick one of the ones we didn't talk about yet.
Okay, cool.
The museum is going to keep these exhibits forever, I hear.
Probably.
This might be, if any of you are thinking of working in a museum one day, this might be your in.
Are we supposed to go up and make it, or just make it here?
You
We'll
could
just
go,
make it right here.
yeah, if you want, but
If you want to get some space, you could go over there in the corner, or there's other places you could set up in this space.
okay. Looks like when you want something, it's best to just do it yourself.
That's right. Hey, and we're really good on ink, so we're in good shape.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Let's say
Oh, yeah?
if you're not done, you have 4 minutes left. Did we set a timer initially?
No, we didn't.
Okay, 4 minutes. Let's try to all finish in the next 4 minutes. Again, although these are going to be preserved forever in the museum, you know, they don't have to be perfect.
What is
Oh
that?
god, this is like.
Yes,
not
they do.
It's
Be
not
perfect.
finished.
Yeah,
Be
this is, like, not for
perfect.
me. I'm such a perfectionist. This is not gonna help. This will hurt me internally, like for the rest
I
of my
can't jump
days.
on the canvas.
Stop hurting yourself internally.
Yeah, but
Keep
then
doing
it's not
that.
pretty looking.
It's okay. Mine's more of an abstract piece.
Yes, it's abstract. That's the word for it.
Yep.
Honestly, you know, I'm just gonna go since I can't judge. I mean, mine is very simple.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, actually, now that I have this,
Oh my
it'd
god.
be good on me.
Yeah, we got ink we can work with.
Man, this lesson would kill if I had, you know, if all my kids could be here. This is like solid. Arts integration.
I feel like we'd run out of
This
ink.
hurts.
Well, yeah, we'd have to
my
live in a world with
soul.
infinite ink.
This hurts my soul.
One of these days. Okay, let's see.
I'm ready when you guys are. Oh man, we have some great drawings. They all make me wonder.
Oh, wow. Oh, I know this one for sure.
Nice.
That one's good.
Okay, if
Mine-
you're not
mine's gonna
done,
get
you have
mine.
2 minutes left.
No one's gonna get mine.
Oh no.
That's okay. Half
Take
of
a look at
art
the
is
exhibits
just
here.
being able to explain it. So as long
Wow.
as you
See,
can
I gave
talk about it.
Forrest one of the hard ones, so it's entirely possible this is a snoo from
Oh.
Edit. No, I'm
He's like, I panicked
let's
and
see.
yeah, just drew
Oh.
something else.
This is stuff that goes into a martini glass,
Oh, you know, hey,
right?
Falsil,
Drink.
is there any
Drink.
detail you could add to that? Maybe could you add a little bit more to that because
Oh,
you
that
have
was
extra
looking pretty
time. You have like
good,
a minute
though.
and a
I think I
half.
know what
I'll bet
that
you
is.
could add a couple details to
You
really.
assigned it to me.
I know. I thought you could definitely turn that one out.
Wow, this like we should save as an invention long term. That one, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I should save mine as an invention just to scare people one day. I'm like, boom.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
it looks
on-
good, really. Looks good. Okay, we got about a minute left, y'all.
Don't do this to me, please.
Where's my keyboard?
Come on, Deborah, you got this. You got this.
What is?
Oh my god, no, please. Everything wants
She's
to
having an
hurt.
internal crisis again.
Yeah. You also making it so I'm gonna have to edit this a whole bunch so it can be shown at a school.
I know. Just a little bit.
No, please.
Yeah. It'll be okay.
Okay, there. I wrote some words.
All right. Cool. All right. So let's go. Let's do a little walk through all these.
A gallery walk, nice.
So you have your last little moments. 5, 4,
Don't
3,
do
2,
that.
1. We're done.
Please
Woo!
You just have to symbolize it.
Woo! Okay. So let's go and let's start with Deborah's. And we'll
Sure.
just get it out of the way because I know she's all like, "Don't judge
That way
me."
she can focus on
But
herself.
I have a feeling everybody knows what this is. If you look at the board and then you look at Deborah's, what is that?
Heresy.
Am I
What do you
supposed
think?
to answer?
No. What else? What else do you think?
Ah, my
I
words.
should have added legs, man. That's what I was gonna do last. Just
No,
add
don't worry.
some
I'll
legs.
freeze it.
What do you think?
Is there any
What
other
is
things
this?
that this could represent?
It's a
Bruh,
telescope.
is-
Oh, a
Yeah,
telescope.
I knew you were messing around. All right, cool. Yeah.
Can anyone remind us what we use these for?
I was gonna
It's
add a
not gonna
little
come back to
little
Earth.
one on top so you can see.
Hey, Zach.
I just
Pretend
had
like you're in
5 more
class.
minutes on it.
This kind of feels like what my middle schoolers are like in class.
Okay.
Sorry,
So.
middle schoolers watching this.
telescope.
Okay, can anyone remind us what a telescope's for?
It looks at stuff in space.
Very nice, excellent. Gallery walk, step 2. Hey, people that didn't make this, what do you guys think this could be? What do you notice? What are some
Oh, boy.
details you notice?
internal
oh.
organs.
So maybe internal
Maybe,
organs.
yeah,
I
that
notice
looks
a couple of
It looks like
orbs.
there's a lemon and a lime.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Looks
there's
like
a point
somebody
of
tried
rotation.
this.
Oh,
Point of rotation, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
that's an
And that
8th
point
grade.
of rotation is a smaller object.
Mm-hmm. Good noticing. Good noticing. What do you notice
Oh,
about this thing back
so
here?
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
he
no,
couldn't
that's
take
where
it.
it's going again.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
he
he's
couldn't
dead.
handle it. I am wondering if this. Well, I don't want to say because I think I know what it is. But
You
what do
probably
you think, Deborah? What do you think, Deborah? What's this one?
Somebody skewered a line. I want to say orbit, but like.
Oh,
Well,
orbit.
Hold on.
How
Well,
could this?
Only-
Well,
You're only looking at this piece. What about this?
how could it represent orbit? How about that?
All I see are organs, man. Like,
Somebody's been spending too much time on the black market.
Okay, wait. Let's go back to orbit though. You said, Deborah, this might represent orbit. How would this represent orbit? This
you
art.
see this body. I would assume this one would be like the sun just fixed in place, and this one would just go around it.
Okay. So you're saying orbit, and then you imagine that the smaller one would be the sun that everything's orbiting around. But actually, let's look at like.
I would think like, yeah, I would think of the opposite, but I don't know what this little thing in it. Like, is
Well,
this
it definitely seems
tilted?
some kind of centrist sort of thing, right?
Mhm.
This,
So,
well, like, I would,
Let's say things are orbiting it. What do you think this thing represents, and then this thing over here might represent?
this might be planet Earth because it's green.
Oh, okay.
That's
And
good.
It looks like where's the sun in relation to the Earth?
So in this
Here.
artifact, it looks like the sun's going around the Earth. That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
Question
did
mark?
we learn a word for that today?
We learn a word for the Earth is the center of the universe, kind of thing, or the center of the solar system in this case. What did we learn?
Ah, very nice. Excellent.
Geocentrism, yeah.
Geocentrism. Remember that's the.
Geocentrism.
Is that what that is? Is that a G?
Oh,
No,
that's.
is that a G?
Can you? Yeah. What is
You're
this?
saying the right words.
I wrote up center.
It's an asteroid belt.
Oh, it's a center. You can change
wow.
the. We'll tell you later. You can change the
Alright.
fatness of the ribbon. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Nice work. Excellent.
Okay, let's see. What it,
So what
do we got here?
what angle are we supposed to see this from, Forrest? Is it this way?
Wow.
That-
Center here.
This way. Okay.
Right here?
Ah.
Ah.
So what do you guys notice?
Okay.
What are some details you notice in this?
It looks like a
Hmm.
brain.
It does look
I
like
can
a
definitely
brain. Good
make
detail.
out the-
Good noticing.
Does.
Definitely make out the question mark.
There's a question mark. Okay.
Question mark.
It's like the brain is thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking
Yes.
about
But-
shapes.
Rationalism, isn't
It's
it?
not necessary.
Oh, why do you think it's? Well, what is your evidence for that? Why do you think this is rationalism?
Because it's using your brain. And it has
And
a question
rationalism is all about
It has-
thinking and
yes.
reasoning.
mark.
Yay!
Okay, solid. Does anyone else
You
have
did
a?
it, and then he crumbled into the
Yeah,
floor.
that was enough learning for
Wow,
him
man.
today.
You did good for us. That was,
I
that was
know.
good.
Thank you.
I was like, I don't know how he's
gonna do
good.
rationalism.
You're like, what?
Good, man.
All right. Oh, what do we have
No
here?
one's gonna have any idea what this is. This is the one I did.
Well, let's see.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Yeah, no,
what do you guys
I
notice?
get it.
Oh, I
you see
already
it's
know it.
an old man,
I
maybe?
already
What
know
else do you
it.
notice?
It looks like a beard.
Okay, he's got a beard, maybe. So what? Is there anything else we notice?
Forrest, do you want to say it or should I?
What do you think, Zach?
Is there a key detail that you guys could point out without telling us the answer? What's a key detail you guys notice?
His hair is white.
His hair is white. How about any other noticings?
Looks
No,
like
not
a,
really.
Oh,
not great.
do you know what I
haven't put that out
noticed?
there yet.
I noticed the
It looks
orange
like a 6.
looks like a 6. Yeah, right?
Oh,
I
So,
was just really bad at drawing for a second. I tripped
Yeah.
off it.
so it looks like a 6. Like that's cool. That's what could the symbolism of that be? What word could that relate to?
well, there are 6 steps in one of these.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, I was thinking of a different one entirely.
Bro,
Okay.
whoa.
Me too.
Well, I do want to hear actually.
What do you think it is?
What else could it have been? Can you tell us really quickly?
Stop it,
Heresy.
Angela.
Heresy. Okay.
Heresy?
How could it
Oh,
symbolize
okay, yeah,
heresy?
No, I can see that.
'Cause
Oh,
what is heresy again? Can you
the-
remind us? That's a good word. We need to learn that.
That's like the going against the church, and
Okay. How would this symbol? How could this have symbolized it? I guess.
it looks like the guy who went against the church,
Ooh,
Galileo.
Oh, whoa! That's
Oh,
using
okay,
prior
okay.
knowledge. Excellent. Okay. Good.
Which
Good.
actually, Galileo did
Is
have
it?
a gray beard and stuff,
Yeah.
and may have even come up with this.
Major. Yeah. Major player in the scientific revolution. Did you have another guess for
Yeah.
us for what that could have symbolized? Before you knew it was a
I was
6?
also on the heresy.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought of a person who was locked up in prison or
Under
some sort of
house arrest his
thought leader.
entire life, like Galileo. Okay. But yes, scientific method, now that you guys see the
It was
6,
actually scientific
has 6
method.
steps.
I
Yeah.
got that once we got the 6th part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this over here? Our final art exhibit. Look at this. We're almost saving
Oh,
the
this
whole
one's
museum.
Easy.
They're going to have like
This one's
2/3 of their
great.
exhibits back, you guys.
This one's awesome.
What could this one be?
All the senses of the body.
Ooh, it is all the senses.
It must.
So, is there any word we learned
So-
today that's about using your senses, maybe?
What do you think?
It must be. No, I'm gonna
My
My
let
little
little
Deborah
sister's
sister's
figure
trying to
this.
put
I'm gonna let
my
Deborah
little
figure
sister's
this
trying to
one
put
out.
stickers on my
You're gonna let Deborah get the.
Go sit.
Why do you have stickers on your knees? That's real life.
trying
We're
to
in
put
VR. Come on.
my
Oh,
Angela's trying to put
Juice is
stickers on
putting.
my- Yeah,
Oh,
she's
Juice.
attacking
Oh, I
my
see.
toes. No,
Oh, okay.
no, go sit.
Okay, so there's senses,
Okay.
right? What word? How about falsil? Can you help us with this? Zach, right?
It's empiricism.
Oh, empiricism. Excellent.
Yay!
Because empiricism is about learning about the world using your senses, and ideally using like the scientific method, using science like in testing to really learn about, what real life is made out of. Okay, we did great. We learned some words, and as a reward for all of you, the museum actually sent us the ghosts.
A high five.
No, they sent us a reward. We have a special visit by some major figures of the scientific revolution that, we're going to read about in a later lesson. But let's go hear from them really quickly.
Yeah, here we go.
This
Go
way.
out here. Yay! You can go whichever way you want.
The grand finale.
Yeah, so did I.
I tried to jump up there.
I can't get through this wall. Can you get through it?
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Yep. Oh,
I'll do
you know what? I could earlier.
I used to be able to get through that wall.
Yeah, I used to be. Or wait, we can still touch it from a distance.
Okay. We'll leave you in charge of that.
Maybe-
Hey everyone,
maybe
stand
not.
here and stare with wonder
Do you need to get to those?
at the at these.
It's
The-
floating, but wait, Forrest is flying. Oh,
Here we go.
He had to go like way over it. Oh, Forrest is gone.
he
Sometimes he thinks so hard that he just pops out of existence.
no, he got backbanned.
Oh, I can't get over there. Why won't it let me over there?
Let's use our maker pen and just
How
move
did
it.
this happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'll just move it over here.
Juice.
All right, you got that one?
She's
Okay.
very.
Here, we can let each student press one as a
Where-
reward.
where-
What the baby get?
We get to press the
Go.
button.
Yeah, but not yet.
Yeah,
Wait.
you get to press the
Right
button.
is always
But
right.
not at
Right
once.
is always
Yeah,
right.
yeah, 1% at a time.
No. Okay, I'll go.
Wait, Forrest. Oh, okay.
Oh god, Forrest.
Yeah,
is
wait.
gone.
Nicholas Copernicus, the writer of On the Revolutions of the Celestial Sphere. That we lost
Where's
Caterpillar.
Forrest?
It kicked
Where's
me out for going
Forrest?
too far outside my place.
It punished you?
Oh.
Yeah, it punished me.
Okay, let's all sit here quietly and listen to the museum's reward for us, which is these guest scientific revolution people. They're all giants
Very
of the
good.
scientific revolution.
That's right.
That's
All
not
right.
an issue.
My kids will love that
So
pun.
I think we'll probably.
Start without Deborah.
I bet you. Yeah, we'll probably
Yeah.
start without Deborah. So.
I mean, we can wait. I don't.
First, if you want to click one of the buttons.
Please
go ahead.
press one of the buttons. Okay, everyone listen carefully. Hello, everyone. I'm Nicholas Copernicus, the writer of On the Revolutions of the Celestial Sphere, the famous book which kick-started the scientific revolution because it proposed heliocentrism. Galileo did a lot of... Okay, so that was Nicholas
He did a lot of-
Copernicus, you guys. And he started talking about Galileo, but got cut off. But maybe after we listen to Galileo, I can tell you about how they're connected. So someone go press the one on the far left. Falso?
Yes, I got. I missed.
Hey, you know me. I'm an Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer. Sometimes people call me the father of modern science. I'm Galileo Galilei. You guys know me.
Okay, so yeah, Galileo. I'll let you guys know. He's like the follow-up to Copernicus. Copernicus writes that book that tells about heliocentrism, and then he dies immediately afterwards, thereby having to face none of the consequences of it. And Galileo, really champions it, commits a bit of light heresy, and gets put under house arrest most of his life. But bravely, he stands by it, and he writes more about it. And thanks to him, not only does he's the guy who makes his own telescopes. He does a lot of physics experiments, and really pushes what the work that Copernicus started, the idea of heliocentrism, that the sun is the center of the universe, into like mainstream, into the world. So good for you, Galileo and Copernicus. And it looks like we have one more
Or
button.
Forrest,
Yeah, sure.
right there in the middle.
I wonder who this mysterious visitor could be.
The church.
I think, therefore, I am. My name is René Descartes, and I am also one of the giants of the scientific revolution. I advocated for rationalism and many other things. The recordings are so short, you guys. But yes,
A lot of other things.
René Descartes he has so much to him. I mean, when you get to AP Euro, you're gonna really dive into him. But for our lesson today, he's like one of the masterminds behind rationalism, which also paves the way later for empiricism. And those are like three of the main main people that we're gonna learn about. Although there's like 10 of them, but it's a good introduction.
Right on.
Okay, does anyone have questions? One remaining student. As you can see, whenever we get oh, okay, never mind. You're here. I was gonna say we keep kicking off students as they misbehave. No, as they displease us.
Great.
Cool. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for learning. Hopefully you guys learned. How did you feel about it, Zach?
So yeah, let's do a debrief.
Normal.
Do you feel like you learned stuff, or like you would have learned stuff maybe?
If I didn't already know it, then yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Oh yes, we can play the videos again. She's back. Where's Deborah? You can press all the buttons.
Hey,
they only take
Deborah,
20 seconds each.
you wanna
Press each
all the
button
buttons?
and listen to
Press all
them.
the buttons.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicholas Copernicus, the writer of On the Revolutions of the Celestial Spheres, the famous book which kickstarted the scientific revolution because it proposed heliocentrism.